So in this video, I'm going to show how to find the equation of a parabola using just the focus and the vertex, and find the p-value and the directrix along the way. So it's important to understand what it is that you're looking at. So for instance, in this problem here, I'd like to be able to see what's happening. If my focus is at -3, -5, which is way down here somewhere, and my vertex is -3, +7, it's up here somewhere, I need to be able to identify which direction the parabola is going. First of all, the vertex, the parabola goes through the vertex, and the focus is always on the inside of it. So that tells me with this one that the parabola is going down. It's not a very good looking one, but it goes down, and its vertex is up here at the top point. So the other thing is that the distance between the focus and the vertex is my p-value. So in this case, the distance between -3 and +7 is 12 units. So therefore my p-value is 12, but it's negative because it's going down. I know that equations that have a negative in them go down when you have y equals a negative ax squared or whatever. The other thing is that the directrix is going to be up here somewhere, 12 units above that. Well, 12 units above the y value would be 7 plus 12, which is 19. So the directrix is y equals 19. So that's the basics of what's going on. Now we're just going to plug this into an equation because we've got all the parts to it. I know this equation starts with y equals because it's a vertical one. It also matches the directrix every single time. The directrix starts with a y because it's a horizontal line, and the equation of the parabola is going to be going down, so it's going to start with a y also. So y equals 1 over 4p x minus h quantity squared plus k, where I have all this information. I have the hk because I know the vertex, and I know the p-value is -12. 4 times -12 is -48. So y equals 1 over -48, or -1 over 48. I don't really care how you write it. X minus a -3. So x minus h is x minus a -3 because it moves 3 units to the right, or 3 units to the left, and 7 units up. And there's my equation. That's the way it works. Now, if you want to do another one that goes another direction, we can do that. Or you can turn it off here if you're sick of listening to me. All right. So like, for instance, if I, let's say that I have a situation where the 2 points are like this. They're horizontal to each other. So for instance, maybe the vertex is over here and the focus is over here. And I'll just make up a point. And as long as the y values are the same, I know that this will be going horizontally. So for instance, maybe this is at 2, 5, and over here is at -3, 5. -3, 5. So I can tell by looking that this is going to be a parabola that goes this direction. Why don't you try to put a pause on and try to make sure you can understand how to find this equation before I do it. Pause. All right. Hope you did it. Let's see, I've got an hk over here. I know the directrix is going to be up and down because it's going sideways here. And the directrix is always going to be perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry in this one is y equals 5 because that's the one that goes through the focus and the vertex. And these are always perpendicular. So let's see what the axis of symmetry is and what this distance is. The distance between -3 and +2 is 5 units, and it's going to the left, so it's going to be -5. That's our p-value. And our equation of our directrix is going to be 5 units to the right of 2, 5. So that would be at x equals 7. I just added 7 plus 7, or 5 plus 2. And let's see if you got the equation right. We're going to use this thing like that. Plus h, sorry. Let's see, I can do y minus k. It's important that you pair the k with the y every time and the x with the h every time. So 1 over 4 times -5. So let's see, that'd be 1 over -28. The k value is 5. So I'm going to make sure I have my 5 inside here, plus h, which is 2.